Welcome to Scotland. Here we are. Here we are in the very tip of Scotland. This is Thurso. It's actually the ferry port at Thurso called Scrapster, and we arrived here. Look at these beautiful cliffs, these grassy cliffs behind us. We arrived here. You probably tell from my voice, very early in the morning. We arrived at about 3:30 a.m. and then we found a place to park, which is just down here. And oh, look at this water. Even for a harbour, it's much clearer up here. Yeah, Patch and I just went for a little walk and then went straight to sleep. So it was a big adventure. My guess is we left home about 7 p.m. So it was 8.5 hours. The exciting aspect of that 8.5 hours was somewhat inevitably driving through the night, which I am definitely a massive fan of. We had to stop for an hour and wait for roadworks to let us through because they were doing this huge resurfacing job through the night. And you know what, it was good to have the break, and Patch, who seems a bit tired like me, slept through the whole thing, which is fantastic. So happy about that. So next, our ferry isn't till 1:15, but I'm just going to turn up and just see if there is an earlier ferry to check in on. And I also need to pay to get released from the car park that we'll be leaving from soon. So yeah, excited for today's adventures. We're going to the Orkney Islands, 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can see the lifeboat there. That's Thurso just in the background. Yeah, so 1 hour 30-minute ferry ride, and Patch and I have to stay outside, so that will also be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. Hope you're all doing well, and thanks for all your lovely comments on the July and August predictions. That's a lot of fun. If there's any specific topics you want me to dive into, let me know, and I'll also be posting some of the driving videos that I did. Alright, take care, sending love. Oh, they're moving. they're moving. Can't wait, how exciting. Yeah, we waited maybe an hour or so. I better start my engine. It looks like all the vans going first. That's handy. Everyone likes a camper van or a motorhome, right? I've never taken a camper van or motorhome on board a ferry before. And in fact, the ferry is just over to the right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's quite good not being at the front, because you don't have to lead the way. And try not to hit these barriers. It's exciting. We're going on a ferry. Hey Patch, we're going on a ferry. I wonder if we'll see dolphins, seals, whales. Who knows? Well, this is a big drive. It's a very grand entrance. It reminds me of, when in the UK, when people would build these big castles and manor houses, they'd have a huge driveway, a very grand entrance. Oh, what a beautiful little lighthouse. It's so cool. It feels a little bit like that. Through the crazy thick gates. We're not leaving the country. Well, we're leaving the mainland, but we're not leaving the country. I'm just going to make sure I have my ticket ready, because you never know. I have a boarding pass and a vehicle pass. Everyone loves a ticket. well, obviously not a driving ticket or a parking ticket. I remember 32 years ago, and I don't know if it was this ferry, I don't think it was, I think it was a much smaller ferry, that they had so many problems in bad weather that they ended up putting stabilizers on the whole thing, and it basically was like they filled these big huge areas of concrete, which is just incredible. Hi there.
That's lovely, thank you very much. Just yourself?
Yep.
And do you have gas on board?
No gas, no.
Just a dog.
Yeah, it's just a dog. Thank you. Hey, Patch. No gas, just a barking dog, Patch. Let's take it easy over here so I don't round myself out. Here we go, we're going into a ferry. Dee dee dee, better take my sunglasses off. See where they direct me. Whoa, bumpy. And then follow this guy. And I think what they do is great. Thank you. Hello, so we're on the ferry. Patch is in heaven because there's so many dogs come out here. Let me show you outside. Ah, this is beautiful skies. What a beautiful welcome. Let me show you. So this is the back or the stern of the ferry. And these are winches, or in smaller boats you call them cleats. And so these will be anchoring us at the moment to the pier at the stern at the back. So we're not allowed down there. Pat's lovely here. And then here's the engines and the exhausts. And this looks like a landing pad. I wonder what that island is out there. I wonder if that's Orkney. Might be. I can't remember if you can see it from the coast or not. And here we have, I must admit, I'm pretty cold just standing here. Yeah, this is where we stayed last night, so we took a little walk along to the lighthouse and back, which you can see over there to the right. And then if you come over here, you'll see the car parking space that we stayed at. It wouldn't be cool to see some wildlife too. But yeah, if I show you just here, that's where we spend the night. It's so funny pulling up at 3:30 a.m. and then going to sleep at 4, and you can hear all these very port-like noises. But yeah, I was also just celebrating these beautiful clouds. Look at these. These are, so I'm just asking my guides what these are. These are air elementals. So these are the souls, the spirits of the skies. Look at some of these, just getting beautiful tingles down my back of my head and my crown chakra. Asking for beautiful skies while we're visiting Orkney. Well, I'm showing you a little bit of the sea, hoping not to drop my phone in because I would never see it again. And it reminds me, actually, I have a spare phone. I should take a spare phone in my camper van. That would help a lot. See, it looks like the guys are just getting ready to let us go. And so we'll catch up in a moment. I want to share these beautiful skies. Look at these. The air elementals are saying that they're following ahead my journey to help prepare the way. This is over the coming days as well. It's so beautiful. They're asking my soul to fully connect with me, my higher self, and Jon. Me, my higher self, and Jon. And to bring in all these beautiful superpowers. There was a flash in the sky there. It looked a little bit like a seagull. It was up just here. Which I guess would be possible if a seagull was maybe carrying a large piece of metal. Wow. Thank you for showing me that. I just have my phone camera. I don't have anything else magical here. Thank you for your beautiful signs. Oh, here we go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard the Handle. Here is all lovely approach, and we'll shortly begin the bus. Well, the connections to the event bus, they are good and expect comfortable crossing off to strong legs. The line of time on schedule for 14.5.
Excellent, Sandy.
And we are moving on the vessel, please do with care in case of any unexpected movements, and use the handrails provided.
So exciting.
And I want to pay attention to the following safety announcement, which contains important information regarding your safety.
That's it. We're leaving. Goodbye, mainland Scotland. These skies. Look at these skies. Thank you. Wow. If I could share with the world the beauty that I experience and witness, even just a fraction of the beauty and the energy of what's here, it's such a gift. Yeah, look at these skies. The water here is also incredibly clear. Catching glimpses of it just now. Patch was enjoying a nice sunbathe. And you can see now we're heading round the shoreline as we turn out to the Atlantic Ocean. You can definitely feel that North Atlantic chill. So the UK, and including Scotland, is blessed with the Gulf Stream, which is near constant stream of hot water and air that comes up from the tropics, all the way from the other side of the Atlantic. So we're very blessed to experience warmer weather. So that's why Scotland's much warmer than Norway, for example. I think it's also why lots of people think Scotland is absolutely freezing. It's like Iceland, but actually it's pretty mild. I'm just seeing all the diesel fumes. This is certainly not an electric ferry. I'm not saying it necessarily should be. And wow, the whole boat is leaning over as we turn the corner. Yeah, beautiful coastline. There's some ruins of some castles there. Can you make that out? I'll give you a wee scan as we go around. A wee scan of the Bay of Thurso. Often they'll show this town when there's big storms. They'll show this place being battered by storms. Not, as you can see, not an abundance of trees as a result. And you can just see the sun poking through here on this balcony, and the ferries just started moving around. Can we see the difference now? But it's like this is the swell. So beneath the waves, a bit like beneath the waves of our emotions, there are the cycles of biorhythms that are energetic waves. And so yeah, you can start to feel now the boat going up and down. Let's take a walk, Patch, to the edge and see a bit more. Definitely feeling it as I walk now. And that wind's picked up. Now the winds are only something like 15, maybe 20 mile an hour at most. That was when I last checked the forecast. Things can change weather does vary. So I've just got the camera on I'm holding it on the railing to try and keep it still for the ship, and you can feel the ship moving around. Yeah, just really beautiful. And these skies, thank you for these skies. Just wonderful. Okay, you ready for some of the sea? So that looks like mainland Scotland, first of all. Goodbye mainland Scotland for a few days. We'll see you again on Friday. Okay, now zoom out and take a look at these waves. It's so cool. So this is just a spray, the bow wave from the ferry. And let me do this without dropping my phone. You can't quite see it maybe behind that light. You can catch a glimpse. Just to the left of the light is the bridge where the captain will be. And look at this, isn't that so cool? I love YouTube videos and stuff people create of just this, just waves, wave after wave. And there's this beautiful blue colour. I'd be interested to know how deep it gets here. I suspect it's very deep and very fast. I know the North Sea, which is over to the east of the UK, is shallow, and in fact, in parts, just 100 feet deep. Whereas I need to research this, but it definitely feels a lot deeper, and you can feel that in the swell, the movement of the ship gradually undulating up and down. And there's a lean over. It's leaning over to. Let me get this right. Is it? I should remember this, John. Port and starboard. Let me know in the comments which is which. I think port is left, so I think we're on the starboard side, which is the right side. So it's leaning over to starboard. And I remember when you're sailing in a dinghy that if you're sat on the right side, on the starboard side, you have right of way over sailing boats. You have their sails on the other side. You're sailing on the port. Yeah, just beautiful. Sharing this beautiful cloud. It looked like, originally it looked like more like a dragonfly, and now it's a bit like a dragon with the head just up here. Yeah, it's just stunning. And the ship's moving around a wee bit more. Hatch just had some snacks. He enjoyed them. He's enjoying his water a lot. Seems like a good sea dog. Are you a good sea dog, Patch? Yes, I am a good sea dog. See, we're turning now. We can actually see, if you look out to the front of the ship, you can see just the very faint image of the Orkney Islands. Interesting, we're changing course again. I just found a friend. Come here, Patchy. That's beautiful. You got your water, Patch? Hey, no more barking. Patch is desperate to go and see his friend again. He's not neutered, so he's all natural, all hormonal, despite his age of 13. Good boy. Some more water. There you go. Come back. Have some water. Have some water, Patch. I know exactly what he wants. No more barking. No more barking. You'd be good. So we were having a lovely sit down, and it was nice and warm where we were sat. But Patch kept on showing too much interest in the other passenger's dog, so they're gorgeous. we made our apologies and left. But I think this is Orkney we're looking at. These beautiful islands. And I was just reminiscing on that Scotland behind us. That I've not been away from the mainland of the UK. Maybe you could count the Whale Strip, since it was technically an island, but I don't think it's an island at low tide. This is absolutely an island at low tide, and so the last time I was away from mainland UK was when I was over in Washington, DC. So I was visiting. Well, it was at the time that Joe Biden was there, and we did see his motorcade go past. That's what we call it, a motorcade? Some of that. Yeah, just beautiful seas. This is great sailing weather as well, because you've got enough wind to power your boat, but the seas, you know, got a bit of a swell, but nothing too much to slow your sailing boat down. I miss sailing, but I prefer, my newfound hobby is motorhoming and doing this. Around these beautiful skies. These air elementals are saying to me that they remember me from my past lives. They lived for thousands of years, so that's really cool. Thank you. Try a little bit of dragon language too. Remember, look at these clouds over here. Is that one there? I think so. Kind of looks like a fish. So cool. I have no idea how long this video is, but I suspect it's quite long. It's just such a pleasure to take you with me. Thank you. Here we have the island of Orkney. It's beautiful cliffs. They appear to be red. That makes me too nervous, hanging the phone over the edge. It's like a red sandstone colour. Really beautiful. And just one or two crests of the waves, the white horses. Some birds I didn't see. I'm sure I saw some puffins. It might not have been. I couldn't see the full colouring. But it feels like this place is quite rich with wildlife, and there's just a wee beach showing up there. Can you see it? Is it zooming in? Just there. Wonderful. And that sun is baking hot. Wow. It's beautiful. A few more seconds of waves, because you can never have enough waves in your life. Releasing all the energy that no longer serves you. Must be jellyfish. Just a tiny one. Just beautiful. I feel so blessed to be able to do this. I'm so grateful for my wife, looking after our kids, and grateful for all of you for supporting me, my channel, my business, my family. Very grateful for you. What an honour. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a stack right here just above the light. The ship there was there. This thing here. Is it focusing? It's trying to. I think it's the it's focusing on the light instead. Is that better? So yeah, there. Wow, it's just incredible. My past life was showing me that that was connected to the mainland when the past life was alive here. That's quite fast erosion, just a few thousand years. And I must have been here 32 years ago. I think we came up, we did go from Thursday, we came up on the same route. But it was really stormy weather, it was horrible. And now when you have the sunshine lighting up these beautiful cliffs, it's just mesmerizing. My past life also helps me remember that they too had a rough crossing several thousand years ago and needed help with the elementals to guide them across. Ooh, look at this. You're a beauty. A sky dragon or a sky trilobite? You decide. I'm so excited for this. We did see a gannet earlier, which are quite rare seabirds. You get them in the Bass Rock near where I live in Dunbar. It's an island just outside of, somewhere between both towns, North Berwick and Dunbar. Yeah, this is stunning. I could film this all day for you guys. Wow, just majestic. Had a really beautiful welcome from the islands of Orkney. And there we go, a bit more up close. Just incredible. It looks a bit like fingers reaching up to the sky, or that ridge near the top is a nose, and then a bit like a chicken's headdress. I don't really know what you call that. The crest of it is the crest of a chicken. Is that what you call it? Or is it a cock? Cockerel. You let me know in the comments. Yeah, just wonderful. I love the way the seabirds are following us as well. I suspect they do that with some of the fishing boats here. So you may notice, so far, not a single tree. That'll be a bit of a mission when we're visiting Orkney, is to visit a tree, if there's any trees. Yeah, really beautiful. So something like 360 million years ago, Scotland, including the Orkney Islands, was down at, I believe including the Orkney Islands, was down at the equator. And so this red sandstone that we have is this, eventually that it was a desert and then a sea, or sea then desert, or likely being, alternating between the two. And this is where you get the red and the sandstones from the tropical existence that this stone has had many millions of years ago. It's just incredible to witness. I never expected such beauty. Never expect the beauty, Jon. And only celebrate it. The cliff rock formations, these horizontal sedimentary lines, they feel like they're built by a race who knew how to build at scale. Giants. Just incredible. And this green as well, just lighting up in the sunshine. They must be incredible to climb. We just passed the... Wow, look at this. I was about to say we just passed almost like a cave, like a big crack through the rocks, like we're seeing straight ahead of us now. This outcrop here to the far left, just here from the side as we come around, it almost looks like these rocks that moved here from the equator. It's a long journey, guys. And where will they go next? Will they go back to the equator in another 400 million years? Who knows? The rocks say yes. They'd like to go back to warmer weather. Well, it's about as warm as Scotland gets. Yeah, just stunning. Now that I'm seeing what appears to be Orkney behind, I'm just wondering, is this part of the mainland Orkney Island or just a separate island? I don't know. It looks it might be separate. Look at that. It's just this huge chimney. I wonder what names people have given them. I wonder if people have lived or live here. Wow. This shape here, this one reminds me straight ahead of Uluru. I find it hard to say without a bad attempt at an Australian accent. Uluru. Beautiful place of dreams. Majestic Orkney, thank you. I love this sea here. We just motored on, sailed on through this ridge here, so you can see it's these waves on this side, but not on the other. And on this side, it feels like it's a channel. It feels like it's deeper, and so more wave energy is released, which is super cool. Have we zoomed out? Oh no, we're 2 times zoomed in. Zoom out. There we go. And I saw in a past life that this outcrop here ahead of us, this hill with the cairn on top, that there was about 5 people helping me arrive here, travelling up from Ireland, Wales, England, and up through Scotland, and there's a lot of faith involved in this because the people were notified, were asked to help these 5 people through dreams. So it relied very much on these people believing their dreams and acting on them, you know, coming out and lighting a fire to help guide the way into port. Come back, catch. Come here. Saying hello to the beautiful lighthouse as we head by. Very cool. The only one thing I forgot to bring with me was, so I do have it, but it's in the camper van, is a selfie stick. So that'd be fun. Ironically, my hand seems to be steadier than when I use a selfie stick, which I don't understand. Some of it's to do with the fact that I use a Bluetooth wireless mic, which are great for iPhones, but with Androids they're difficult to use because you can't use the native recording software, which means that you don't get the motion stabilization. So if you're ever wondering why my phone videos are much shakier than perhaps other people's, it's because of that. You could do it in post-processing, but believe you me, it takes a long time. And almost not worth doing the video. You know, it can take an hour to do that. So this must be strong nets. So, and I did spot some trees, I think. Yeah, there's some here. I mean, they're not huge forests, but they're here. We made it. Here we are. Strong nets. Lovely. I don't know what it's doing in. There we go. It's a big ferry port, but it's a very small town. Very cool. And I'm feeling like, I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm feeling like I'll go first to the campsite and decide to check it out, make sure I get my pitch, and then I'll decide whether or not to visit a location today. Really just feeling into what feels right this time. So I think I've just spotted this is the campsite. I don't know how well it will show up on camera. So we just scan across here. You can just about make out some of the vehicles. So I believe this is the campsite. And so what's going to be cool is we'll see the ferries going backwards and forwards. And yeah, as I said earlier, the only thing I have to do is to avoid driving through town to get to it. Yeah, very exciting. Well, I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I love this fishing boat. It's called Invincible. You just imagine working on it and say, well, what's our fishing boat called? Say, Invincible. Well, that's good news. Great for stormy weather. Beautiful boat. And some old ruins there. Patch. Look, Patch wants to see his friend. Hey, you. It's okay, Patch. Your friend, you saw him 2 or 3 times already. I don't want to see you anymore. I think that's the thrusters.
Users aren't justified
Okay.
these preventative vehicles.
This is us heading
The
down.
passenger walkway is in the process of being
Beautiful inside
connected
it.
once this is in
Lovely.
place. Foot passengers will leave the vessel.
Patch wants to see his friends. He's
He's
met 2 dogs already? Oh, he spotted them. He's beside himself. Maybe you'll find friends there at the campsite, Patch. Okay, we did it. That was amazing. Wow, I did not expect such a beautiful crossing. And one of those cliffs just stunning to see. Wow, and Patch found new friends, which he loves dearly. Hey, no barking. And now he's barking at people. He is so excited. I do feel like he's going to want to... Patch, it's okay, darling. Patch, no barking, please. Hey. I do feel like he'll want to meet these friends again. So yeah, we're just getting ready to leave. I'm sure Patch will stop barking as soon as we start. Be good, Patch. Hey. Wish. Hey. Be good, Patch. No more barking. Okay, and that's other people leaving, so I think we can leave too. Thank you. There we go, Patch, we're moving. See, we're leaving the ferry. There's to the right of us the camper van that was sat next to us during boarding as well. Patch is he's so excited. Like, say hello, Patch. Say hi, Patch. Hello. We had a real lovely time, and if you look, Patch, you're able to see just in the corner there on that motorhome in front of us is a dog. So I'm just going to drive off here and then I'm going to stop recording because I need to turn my sat nav on and worm our way around. I was going to say snake. Worm our way around to the campsite. So yeah, excited. Very excited. I believe we turn left after here. And I find it really funny visiting a place like this in the summer because everywhere looks better in the sunshine, right? But these Orkney Islands are battle torn with storms, right? They get a real brunt of it. Fantastic! There's signs. So I know if you take a left and you go into the town, motorhome's just called mayhem. Motorhome mayhem, camper van chaos, caravan something. that begins with C. So yeah, we're gonna just follow these signs. And it's funny, all I want to do is go off and go straight to the Ring of Brodgar, the stone circle, but I know that it makes logistical sense to first go and visit the campsite, make sure I've got a space to put my camper van, and then as soon as I know that, I'll be happy to visit anywhere. Might just eat and then go visit. I'm not sure if it closes at a specific time either. That'll be interesting. So I feel it's bigger and older than Stonehenge, but it's free and it has a good sized car park, from what I hear. Co-op, I need toothpaste. I'm going to the co-op. Patch, we're going to the co-op and I'm getting toothpaste. And I know you'll probably bark for a bit, but let's do it. Because I have a mouth that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. So let's do that first. Okay. Okay. we got amazing supplies. I got a bottle of water because I need it for emergencies. We got some coffee and toothpaste. It's pretty much what any human needs to survive, right? The bare essentials. I was laughing at myself. I was like, I have some filter coffee, which is fantastic already. Savannah's pretty stocked up with stuff. And oh, look at this! Got these. It's so kind that they've signposted everything. I'm really fascinated if I'll see the same camper vans at the campsite I'm going to. I think there's more than one, certainly on this island. I do believe they really support camping, which is nice. So excited to explore that. And who knows if the Ring of Brodgar was amazing to stay over at. Whoa! Let this guy out. If it was amazing to stay over at, maybe I would stay there for a night. But crucially, I've seen this on a YouTube video. Is that do not go straight ahead here, you turn right. What's good about that is that you don't end up, because we're going to Ness Caravan, it's called Point Ness. What's good about that is you don't go into this tiny wee town. And what's cool about the towns and villages in Orkney is, when I was here 32 years ago anyway, they had sheep just wandering around through the town, which is so funny. Almost I can just imagine the farmer saying, "Oh, I'm just going to the shops, I'll just take the flock with me," and they just wander down. But I feel they're just free roaming. So I haven't actually put my GPS on, in part because I have some spatial understanding of where I'm going. The brown signs are really, really helpful as well. So basically, as long as I stay out of the town, it doesn't really matter, because I can always end up putting my GPS on. Yeah, it seemed important. I don't know why yet, but I'm just being guided to record this video right into we get to the campsite. And I'm pitch number 35. Oh, look at these beautiful stone walls, these dry stone walls. I guess left, that's good. Guess right. Ooh, Outer Town Road, fantastic. And then I'm guessing don't go down there because that looks like a steep wee hill. And it's saying no to big lorries. And there's a sign. I just think it's so lovely that they're so accommodating in a little town. To accommodate these camper vans at a little campsite, and to provide greater amenities. There's a Coast Guard hut. We've got a good view out over the bay. We'll have a really good view out of the bay as well. I'd love to learn more about Orkney's history. Certainly a lot of Viking history, as the Vikings visited, frequented, however you describe it. There's a gun viewpoint. I don't know if there's a gun there or not. Feels like we're getting close. Yeah, I can see some signs of camping. And oh, there's a nice big hump here. Make sure I don't scratch anything underneath. To be honest, ever since there was an accident and my father-in-law accidentally took off the he ripped up the wartime accident, and I replaced it with a newly specially fitted one. It's just been so much better. Thank you so much. Ooh, look at golf course. Wow, look at that. And my son loves golfing. Okay, on the left, this is the Stromness Golf Club. There we go. It all feels like something out of a movie set. Maybe there have been movies here, I don't know. Very beautiful, rugged and beautiful on these big flat islands. So we're turning right here, as you can tell. Wow, can you imagine this in a storm? You can tell by it's kind of just like a campsite made of sea defense. Beautiful, really beautiful. I don't really know if I check in or I just go straight to my pitch. I suspect I go straight to my pitch. Now I'm pitch number 35, just somewhere in the back. Camping and caravanning sites. So we just go straight on. It's funny when signs do that. They say go to the right. Locals and visitors, welcome to Point of Ness. Campsite 5 miles per hour. There's someone camping in a tent. Although I suspect they're not actually in their tent just now. So this is good for filling up the water. I can always come back to this. They look a bit like they might be almost done. But it'd be great to get water. It's a chemical waste disposal. That's fantastic. So I can empty my toilet. So I think I'll do a wee... so traffic goes both ways. And where's number 35? 40. 41. So I think I'm right down at the end. So I might just go in, turn around and fill up with water. So I can just take... Although I don't actually need water right now. Do I need water right now? 36. Wow, this is our pitch here. Look at this. So this is 35. Wow. Just incredible. So I think I'm going to go nose in because that means I can see all of this. just stunning. Look at that. There's the lighthouse we passed. I feel like I don't know if I want water, but I should, because I really have very little. So I'm just going to go get water first and then come back to pitch number 35. But yeah, this seemed important to share with you, and here it is. Alright, take care. I'm so excited! So excited! Sending love. Hello, hi, it's John and Patch, the most important passenger ever. Let's, I don't know if I can do a Patch impression. Let me try. Patch, what did we do so far? Where are we and how do we get here and what do we do? And I wish I could do a French accent, because I suspect he's French, because he's a Papillon, and although he's born likely in Scotland, his origins are a continental Springer Spaniel. So Patch says, first of all, the seat he's in is wet, and it's not his fault. I put a water bottle there. Oh, that reminds me, I've got a tiny little bit of water there. That's good. I put a water bottle there, and it leaked everywhere, and it was so annoying because I don't really have much water. And Patch, where did we drive from yesterday? We drove from. Yeah, he has a voice like this, right? It's. My name is Patch. I am a Papillon. We drove yesterday all the way from Dunbar in Scotland at 7 p.m. and arrived here at 3:30 a.m. We stopped briefly for a walk, drink and food, and also we stopped for an hour as a road was closed and was being resurfaced. So yeah, we were staying just last night. I'm currently charging my phone, so apologies for the shakiness, but just somewhere just behind here, we stayed in a car park, and it's the long stay car park. So if you ever come here, this is Thurso, which is one of the northerlymost towns in Scotland, right up on the very top of the northerly point of Scotland on the mainland, and this is the ferry called Scrabster, which is just across the bay from Thurso. And I did look at Park for Night, and Park for Night is an app, great app to use. It said that you could stay in the long stay. Now the long stay looks like you could stay there for practically ever, but I was only there a few hours and spent £15. Also allowed plenty of time to get the token to pay to leave, and it's cash only in the northern what's it called, the Northern Link ferry terminal, or you can go to the harbour office and pay by card, which is fantastic, because I do have cash, but you never know when you're going to need it, especially when you're going more off road, off grid. So excited for that. That journey of getting out of the car park was really good fun as well. So we're in a 6 meter long camper van. It's relatively tidy just now. So if you're in a vehicle that's longer than that, then you're going to struggle to get in and out. And wider than we are, so we're a panel van, a Peugeot Boxer panel van. I'm guessing it's about 2 to 2.2 meters in width. I hit the curb on both sides and kind of mounted the curb to get out. So just making you aware of that. All the staff are very, very friendly here. I couldn't find any obvious water supply. There are toilets in the main office. But yeah, these are all the important things if you're traveling to this location, right? There's little walks. I took Patch on. He's had about 2 or 3 walks this morning. But yeah, we went to bed about 4 a.m. I don't know if you can tell. I wasn't expecting any sleep last night, so some sleep was a bonus. But then what happened was it's just incredibly light here. I must have experienced this. So I was last here 32 years ago, which I'm sure I'll explain more about in other videos as well. I don't remember. The summer months were just past the solstice, or you could describe we're in the solstice season, and just the weather is incredible. The skies last night were just phenomenal. So I have just posted a video at this moment, sharing me. I have no idea what I was saying, rambling away, blah 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 blah, as I was driving in the last hour or so. But I just wanted to film the skies, and I was like, I don't care if I'm making complete nonsense. I'm sharing these skies with you guys. They're just a gift to share. So yeah, Patch sleeps. So this area here, there's like, you're seeing one side just here of the bench bed. So the two sides fold over, and I put on our diesel heater just for a little bit. I mean, it's midsummer, right? We shouldn't need it at all, but it was a bit of a cold wind. So I put on the diesel heater, and it's for about half an hour, and then I don't know what I'd done, but it was set to just turn off. So it just turned itself off. And we were absolutely warm, so Patch was warm and cozy underneath. And my bed was not level, but it was fine. And so yeah, this morning we just got up and went for a bit of a walk. I sent on my newsletter email, which I'll come to in a moment. So I did ended up to get my token to escape from the long stay car park, kind of over this direction. What I did was I went to the main office, which I then find out has toilets, which is good to know. But there was no one at the main office, so I went over to the check-in desk, which is a guy that's in a booth. He's super friendly, and so he directed me to the harbour office. And so I went down to the harbour office, and then the receptionist said, would you like to pay by cash or card? So then I went to the fourth person to pay by card. Every single person was really friendly. And then I just went into the car park, left the car park, and as I mounted the car and managed to get out, you get a boarding pass and a vehicle pass. And just checking, it has my right number plate on it, which is good. When we get on the ferry, Patch isn't allowed inside, which means I'm not allowed inside, and it's an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know what that hour and 30 minutes is, like how long the actual sailing time is, but it's not that far, right? And I'm really lucky, the weather is pretty mild. I'm not sure what the temperature is at the moment. Like, it's warm enough, maybe not to sit outside without a jacket, but to walk outside without a jacket is fine. So what I've done is I've packed in this bag 2 jackets, one for me and one for Patch, just in case he's getting cold, and I'll just wrap it around him. A sheet, I don't know, maybe he'll lie on it, just in case. It's one of these kind of camping sheets for, picnics and stuff. A lot of water, all my last water supplies, because I really didn't take that much water. I took 5 liters, and it turns out I need quite a lot, even for, I washed some dishes for Patch, I made a coffee. The way to flush our chemical toilets is with a bit of water as well, so it all adds up with just a tiny little bit of water left. And I was going to say, what else did I bring? Oh, some treats for Patch as well, a lot, and they absolutely stink, those treats. They are horrible to smell, but he loves them. I love those treats, the stinky ones, please. It's like a Scottish, French, European accent I put on. Maybe that's accurate for Patch. Let me know. And Patch has also reminded me, I also have my battery charger. Every YouTuber needs a battery charger, right? So always take one. It's like bigger than my phone. I have no idea. I think it's maybe charged my phone about 4 times. Okay, so this is a long waffling video for me, but I hope you enjoy the detail. Yeah, I just wanted to share as well that just thank you to everyone who's been commenting on over 2,000 views, and over 2,000 views and many likes for the predictions video that I've shared. So it was really wonderful creating it yesterday, and I really enjoyed working the layers of the onion, right? So working my way up through these lower aspects of Earth and the surface and elementals, and even had some AI and the sun and our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters. So just really wonderful to do that. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll do some more of that or similar work while I'm here. But I'd love to do those predictions. I will do them start doing them on a regular basis. Just try it out, see what you guys like. You've certainly been voting with your feet and watching it and enjoying it. So thank you for that. So anyway, yeah, I'm currently in the queue. This is the check-in queue. Is a queue the right word? It's kind of like we're in like a little holding pen. You can see a van just behind me, and there's a van next to me. So yeah, I'll definitely take some footage in this video. Coming up next in Jon's video is some footage while we're out in the ferry. So looking forward to that. And I look forward to sharing more about some of the secret aspects of the mission that we're on to the islands of Orkney. So excited to share that as well. All right, take care.